Strong Toyota, leading the way every day. And strong Toyota, symbols of trust.
DFS Guam has just filed a temporary restraining order this afternoon in Superior Court. Their attorney, William Blair, tells PNC that DFS had intended to file a TRO since earlier this month, but the case was without a judge for a few weeks, and it was only last week that Judge Vern Perez was appointed to the case. Blair says they were also waiting for Judge Perez to schedule a hearing last week on the complaint they filed, but that didn't happen right away, prompting DFS to file a TRO today. Blair emphasizes that time is of essence, and DFS needs Judge Perez to decide on this motion right away. But before Judge Perez can even rule on a TRO, he must first decide whether he's qualified to preside over the case in court. Low-to duty-free attorneys just this afternoon filed an objection to Judge Vern Perez's competency, citing his relationship with former First Lady Joanne Camacho, who's considered a material witness in the case. Perez was a legislative assistant to Camacho's husband, former Governor Felix Camacho, when he was still a senator. He then became a cabinet member while Camacho was governor, and was finally appointed to the bench by Camacho. Judiciary spokesman Josh Tenorio says Lote's motion over Perez's qualifications trumps DFS's move for TRO, giving Lote the upper hand in the matter. And the clock is ticking. The deadline for DFS to move out of the A.V. Wonpat International Airport is at the stroke of midnight this coming Sunday. In fact, Lote attorney Cesar Cabot tells PNC that Lote has already moved into 2 satellite spaces at the airport retail space, and he points out a transition plan had already been approved by both DFS and the Guam Airport Authority. Cabot also says that Lote had been preparing for this move, and the Korean company has already expended $24 million toward this move and hired 125 new employees, 87 of whom started working last week. While Cabot stresses that a TRO would be impractical if it is granted, he warns that Lote would seek monetary relief, saying, quote, "Who will repay the $24 million we've already expended, and who's going to tell 125 employees who need to feed their families that they're out of a job?" DFS has no legal leg to remain at the airport, he adds.
Again, we are very confident that we conducted the procurement process in a very fair manner, in line with all pertinent rules and regulations. And as far as we're concerned, we have a valid contract with Lotte.